All right, and then let's say our polynomial is x to the fourth plus 2x to the third minus 13x squared minus 14x plus 24.
So, model it more synthetic division.
Yeah, or more, we're really solving the polynomial equation.
Dot,
Yeah, like all of this is still in 3.1.
Hey, Dylan.
Hey, I'm recording class for you.
Thank you.
You're going to hear me say that to you when you watch this later. Bye, Dylan.
Bye, Dylan. See ya.
All right, so, guys, shh. Hey, we don't have a lot of time today. I don't have time for you guys to get sidetracked like you normally do. All right, so that means positive 1 goes in the box, right? We have a 1, a 2, a negative 13, negative 14, 24, right? So synthetic division, we are pulling out this factor of x minus 1. So this is just actually another way of factoring, right? Something bigger than what we're used to. So it's still synthetic division. Nothing's changing about that process. Promise. So like we're bringing down our 1. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. Negative 13 plus 3 is negative 10. Times 1 is negative 10. Then a negative 24 times 1 is negative 24. And look at that. We get a 0.
You did that way. Sorry.
It's okay. All right. So we can now make this a polynomial. Right? So we have our... So I'm just going to bring down my factor and write it in parentheses. Okay?
Oh.
We're just going to... Yeah. So we started with what exponent? What was our highest exponent? To the fourth. So we're going to start with x to the third. So this means that now this is 1 x to the third plus 3x squared x nothing. I'm just rewriting that as a polynomial now. Huh?
You're just taking a step down the pedestal.
Yeah. What?
So wouldn't you just start with x to the fourth?
Because we took out an x. We took that x out, so we start with the next lowest exponent.
Got it.
Okay? At some point, yes. Right? So it's plus 3x squared minus 10x minus 24. So, like, that's what we've done. We've pulled out that factor of x minus 1. So, basically, to solve these equations, we're just going to keep doing that. Like, now we're going to find something to do synthetic division with this part, and then we get an x squared plus something else plus something, which we then know how to factor.
Is there like a...
Okay, where'd the cubed and squared come from?
All right, let's talk through it one more time. So, we pulled out x minus 1, right? So, I took an x, I divided out an x from everything in the synthetic division process. So, since we started with x to the fourth, that means now when we're rewriting this polynomial, we're going to start with x to the third. You're always going to start one lower than your biggest one.
Until you get to 0, actually? Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
If you had like 8, would it just be like really long, or is there like a shortening step that we learn later?
Like if it was like x to 8, no, it would be that long.
It would just be long.
It's not going to be that long.
It's not like a shortening.
No. So whatever this exponent is, so like if it was an 8, then I would start with a 7 here. But it's a 4, so I go 3, 2, 1, nothing.
Okay, please. Do we really have to do that whole time, that like that whole multiplying thing, or can we just...
Well, so that's technically what like...
Really quick and just do it?
Yeah, so basically, I just wanted to show you guys how we come up with this, because in the last step, you're going to need this part.
Okay. Wait. So not for these ones.
Right.
We can just do it now. So how do you do it?
So, remember that list of factors we made? Like where we divided the plus or minus and the list of numbers?
You have to be kidding me.
No. You pull, basically what you're doing is you're pulling numbers from that list. And you are just going to test those in your box and see if you get 0. I give you hints, it's fine.
I'm sorry, Mommy.
All right. So, all right, first of all, does everybody understand how I got this? That's what I want to make sure of right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's go through the full process of solving an equation. We're going to do another one. Okay? I just wanted to make sure you understood why I got this.
That was just like an example.
Yeah, this was just kind of an example.
Yeah.
We're just going to start fresh from a new problem and work through the whole process.
So if you kept doing this, that one
Check.
didn't give you 0 the next time.
Nice.
Yeah, no.
This is gonna take 3 years.
Because if you do the same step.
Right, no, right, because we already used one. We would have to use a different number. Let me do an example and I'll show you guys.
You're saying you have to figure it out.
You have, yes. So basically you want to end up with a bunch of factors like this. You guys are, I promise it will make sense. All right, so we're going to kind of use the same problem actually, but we're going to like, okay, just hang with me. So we have this equation. Right, so we're given this. We want to solve this equation. So it's x to the 4th. So how many answers is this equation going to have? 4. I agree. But
Like 4 separate.
4, like x can equal 4 different numbers. All right, well, you don't have a factor.
Wait, how do you
All right.
do it?
If you guys give me a second to teach you, I will. So on Monday, we learned how to find all the possible factors, right? We have to make the list. Right? So step 1 is to find all your
I'll read the calculator.
So again, we're looking for factors of the last number, which divided by factors of the front number, which is 1. So we really just need our factors of 24. Okay?
Why do you just do 24?
Well, like we did on Monday, right? You take all the numbers that divide into 24, right? You make that list, and then you make the list of what is everything that'll divide into 1, which is just 1. So you'll do everything from all the factors of 24 divided by 1. Right? We've already done that, guys. It's okay. No. Yeah. So we're listing all the things that will divide into 24. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. So basically, these are all the possibilities that can go in the box, the little box. All right. Now, I'm going to say a solid 90% of the time, it's going to fall within the first part of this. So basically, you have to try something.
You just guess?
You just guess? Let's guess.
Yes.
Then what if you get it wrong? You have to do it again?
Yes.
Then do it again?
Yes.
Again?
All right, guys, hush. We don't have time for you to complain today. Suck it up and deal. I mean that in the most loving way possible. But, so, yes. Now, most of the time, either 1 or -1 is going to end up being a factor. Right? So, let's try 1. You're just going to pick something. Like I said, start at the beginning because most of the time it is not going to be one of these big numbers. Okay? So, now, here is, for those of you that insist on using pens, don't. But if you have a way to erase, it's going to be fine. Because, basically, like I said, we're going to try 1, right? And so now I'm going to bring down my coefficients, which are 1, 2, -13, -14, and 24, right? So if 1 doesn't work, you can just erase that, erase this, and then just go from there. You don't have to like rewrite this every time. You can erase your stuff and keep, yes.
Do you have to try +1 and then -1 and then +2 and then -2?
Technically, yes.
No.
All right. Now listen, when you
Wait.
when you find something that works, you're going to do that, and then you're just going to, let me show you. I promise. It's not as bad as it sounds, guys. I promise.
So
It gets shorter as it goes.
the top factors the square box.
Yeah, so basically whatever you're trying is what goes in your box. So we're going to see if positive 1 works. So we put positive 1 in our box. So now I'm going to do my synthetic division. We just did this one. It's the one I just did a minute ago. And we knew that 1 worked, so that's why I chose 1. Okay, but that's okay. So then 3, negative 10.
Is there any like shortcut around kind of knowing what number to do? Like if you look at the last number, is there any like that?
Not really. But
Hey, it worked out.
it did. All right, so now we know that 1 works. So that means we know that x equals 1 is one of our answers. Yes, there are 4.
Oh.
All right, so now instead of, now you could go through this list and try them all with this long part, but you can also just do your synthetic division with the numbers you have left from the last one. So it's shortening it. So now I'm going to try, because our factor list is still from 24, right? So now I could try like 2 or 3 or 6, but just do the synthetic division with this part. Yeah.
Could you just put the box right under the line?
That's exactly what I do. So like,
Will it
oh,
never be 1 again?
hold on. I've messed things up so bad.
Since it's
It won't be 1 again. No.
So since it's a positive 1, there's no need in trying a negative 1?
No. You can still try negative 1.
So it's just, oh wait, so
You can, yeah.
it should.
Let's see if it works.
No,
Emma thinks it'll work. Let's try. Listen, like I said, sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. So, huh?
It's not gonna work, is it?
I don't know. Is it? It will sometimes.
Because it's just 1, 1.
No, it doesn't work.
1 times 3, 1 times 4.
One last interruption. Students,
Shh.
make sure you take all of your stuff home when you leave it due today, that you will need for the next day. Also, make sure that you have cleaned up around your locker area. We want our cleaning staff to be able to get home as soon as possible. So Mr. Patton asked that you make sure that there's no stuff sticking out of your lockers and no junk or papers left on top of the lockers.
Or on the floor in front of them.
Thank you very much.
All right. So, did you guys say negative 1 didn't work? Let's try 2.
So we just erase what we just did and
Yeah, I would. Like,
It wouldn't work either, would it?
we're gonna find. All right. Shh. Let me. Yeah. All right. So 1 times 2 is 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. My pencil is dying.
oh, yep, negative 2.
All right. Will you guys let me teach for once? I know. Right. So basically, you just need to find one that works.
4 of them?
All right. Hold on. All right. 0, 0, negative. So this one is not going to work. So let's try negative 2.
Oh.
Since Kaylee figured that out.
Woohoo!
All right. So, shh.
Wait. Oh. It just
All right.
3 words.
Guys, stop. Kaylee, stop. Pay attention to what I'm doing because you're making more work for yourself at this point. What is happening with my pencil? It's like dead, so it's not wanting to work. Right, so now we can write that as x squared plus x minus 12. And we could simply factor that to x minus 3 and x minus plus 4. And you're done.
Oh, no.
How'd you get that?
So,
Because the one you
factors of 12 that equal 1. 3 and 4.
is it always going to give you the 1, 1 then?
No, it'll give you a number, and a number.
You
But
can always simplify.
Factors of 12 that equal 1.
Do you have
Yes.
to have both answers for it to be right? Like if that was on a quiz and I just put 1, would you count out for me not having a negative 2?
yes, because you have to have 4 answers
Like,
for
so I
this.
have to oh wait, pause. So you have to.
So that now we know that x equals 3 and x equals negative
Where
4.
are you getting the x from? I don't understand where the x is coming from.
All right.
How?
Okay, pause. All right. Because we started with x to the 4th. So then when we got to here, this was x to the 3rd. So then when we drop down it, when we do it again, we get x squared.
Okay, explain the part.
All right. Now, the x's, there, we just took them away from this part to make it easier, but I'm bringing them back to factor.
So they're invisibly in the other ones.
Yes.
Wait, so how?
All right, now.
Say that again. So,
The x's?
yes. The X
All right,
part.
they're here, right?
Yeah.
I just didn't write them in this part. Like we've done, we just take them away from the synthetic division. They still exist. That's what we talked about a minute ago.
Oh, so you just brought down the little exponent x's and stuck it in the equation.
Yes, it is an equation. Right. So,
Okay.
now, at this point, we are left with a quadratic equation, which we know how to solve. All of these will be factorable. Jersey, put the phone away. Now. Like, put it away. Thank you. Right, so it's going to be factorable. I did the factoring fast. That was my bad. So anytime you factor polynomial, right, you're looking for factor. Like we have a 1 in front here. So we would do 12 times 1. We're looking at our possible factors of 12. So like we did 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. Right?
Oh, so you're bringing back factor. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And since it's a 1 in front, you don't have to do the whole factoring by grouping. Like if you find stuff that works, you can just use the 3 and the 4. But it's going to be a -3, +4. For when you for your factors, so then x would equal 3 and x will equal -4. So basically, you want to keep doing synthetic division until you get 3 numbers. Then write it with x squared and factor it. Like we learned how to do forever ago.
But if we just kept going with.
You can, but that's going to get really tedious sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
If there was like
So-
a 2 in place of the 1, would you write 2x squared?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so if this,
Because I wasn't sure if you'd always just write x squared. You'd write the.
it's whatever number with x squared, middle number, x, last number by itself. Yes.
And then you might have to have a longer one.
Right. What's up, Emma? Okay.
I thought you might have had to bring down, so you don't have to bring down the number that's with the exponent in the original equation.
Right.
Like you wouldn't bring down that
No.
negative 13.
Yep. We've already got rid of that up here. Okay. I know that was a lot, but I figured I wanted to get through a lot of that today where you guys could ask me questions rather than making you watch a video because you all would have panicked, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. I will still probably record another video going back through this so you guys can watch it again without the interruptions, which they were fairly good interruptions for you guys today. They were on topic at least. So I will probably post another video of me going over another example one of these for you guys to watch tomorrow. Maybe even 2 examples of that. That's probably the extent. I may give you like 1 to try and attempt and just see how you do, and we can go over that together Monday. Okay? Sound good?
So it's just going to be videos on one problem?
Yeah. Probably a video on 1 problem just to attempt on your own, just to see how you do.